Okay, let's get into this. We've all seen web pages that, change right in front of us.
Yeah, like content updating, things appearing.
Exactly, without hitting refresh. That feeling of a page being, well, alive.
Absolutely. And the magic behind that, how JavaScript actually interacts with the page structure, that's the DOM.
The document object model, right? We
Right.
hear that a lot.
hmm
So what is it fundamentally? What power does it give JavaScript?
Think of it like this. The DOM is JavaScript's map of the web page.
Huh.
It takes all the HTML, the elements, the attributes, the text, and turns it into objects.
Objects that JavaScript can actually understand and, well, mess with.
Precisely. It's usually shown as a kind of tree, mirroring how HTML tags nest inside each other.
Okay.
And today, we're diving into how you actually use JavaScript to work with this tree, finding bits, changing them, adding new ones.
Got it. So if you want to change something first, you have to find it. Selection. How do we target specific parts of this DOM tree?
Right. Selection is key. You've got a few main ways. If an element has a unique ID, getElementBI'd is your go-to. Super fast, very specific.
Because IDs should be unique, theoretically.
Exactly. Then if you need, say, all the paragraph elements, you use getElementsByTagName. That gives you back a collection of them.
A collection, not just one.
Yep, an HTML collection. Same idea with getElementsByClassName gets you all elements with a specific CSS class. Also returns a collection.
Okay, but what about CSS selectors? We use those all the time for styling. Can JavaScript use those too?
Oh, absolutely. And this is where it gets really flexible. Query selector.
Query selector.
Yeah, it finds the first thing on the page that matches whatever CSS selector you give it. Like hashtag for the element with ID main.
Just the first one it finds.
Just the first. If you need all the matches, like maybe all paragraphs inside that main div using hashtag main P, then you use query selectoral.
Ah, query selectoral. Makes sense.
Yeah, that gives you a collection, technically a node list of everything that matches. Really powerful for complex selections.
Okay, great. So we found our element,
Yeah.
or maybe a whole group of them. Now what? How do we change things? Content, attributes.
Right, the modification part. For text content, the simple way is the text content property.
Text comment.
It just gets or sets the raw text, ignores any HTML tags inside, clean and safe.
But what if I want HTML tags?
Right.
Adding bold text or a link inside a paragraph.
Then you need inner HTML. It lets you read or write the content, including any HTML markup. Very powerful.
But I hear warnings about that one sometimes.
You do. You have to be careful with inner HTML if you're inserting content that came from a user, because it can open you up to security issues like script injection. Text content is safer if you just need the text.
Got it. Use inner HTML with caution. What about attributes like in images, SRC, or maybe custom data attributes?
Good question. Use getAttribute to read an attribute's value and setAttribute to change it, or even add a new one.
So I could grab an image and just set attribute SRC new image.jpg.
Exactly that. Or add something like setAttribute data info, some custom data. Really useful.
And styling. Changing colors, sizes, that kind of thing.
You can directly change styles using the style property, like element.style.color equals red.
Correct.
But the generally better way, especially for more complex styling, is to manage CSS classes.
Ah, using class list.
Yes. The classless property has methods like add, remove, toggle, contains. You define your styles in CSS with class names.
And JavaScript just adds or removes the class.
Exactly. It keeps your styling rules in your CSS nice and separate, much cleaner for maintenance.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, but what if the element I need just isn't there yet? Can I create things from scratch?
Absolutely. You use document.createElement type name. So like document.createElement makes a new paragraph element, but it's just in memory.
Right, it's not on the page yet.
Not yet. You need to attach it. The common way is append child. New element. You call this on the parent element where you want to add the new one, and it sticks your new element in as the last child.
Okay, so create it, then append it.
Pretty much. You might create a div, then create a paragraph, append child the paragraph to the div, and then append child the whole div to the document body, for instance.
Building it piece by piece.
Exactly. There's also insert before if you need to put it before a specific existing element, not just at the end. And of course, remove child if you need to take something out.
So we can select, modify, create, remove. What about moving around? If I have one element, how do I find its parent or the thing next to it without needing specific IDs?
DOM traversal. Yeah, that's super useful. Elements have properties for this.
Yeah.
Parent element lets you go up the tree.
To the element that contains it.
Right, children gives you a collection of its direct element children.
Just the elements, not text.
Correct, just elements. Then you have first element child, last element child.
Pretty self-explanatory.
Yep. And next element sibling, previous element sibling to move sideways between siblings.
Ah, okay. So you can navigate the relationships.
Exactly. It's vital when you don't have or don't want IDs and classes on absolutely everything. You can find related elements based on structure.
So pulling it all together. Selecting, modifying, creating, traversing.
Yeah.
These are the fundamentals.
These are the absolute core interactions, yes. Mastering these is how you start building dynamic web applications. It's essential knowledge for any front-end developer, really, whether you're starting out or leveling up.
It really unlocks that interactive potential of the web. Okay, so as we wrap up, here's something to think about. How could you use just these basic tools, selecting, changing, creating, moving around, to build something interactive, maybe a simple photo viewer or a collapsible section? And on the flip side, what happens under the hood, performance-wise, if your code is making tons and tons of small DOM changes really quickly? Something to chew on.